The 10th anniversary Australian Stud and Stable Awards were presented in a glittering ceremony on the Gold Coast thanks to Thoroughbred Breeders Australia, Racing Australia and Godolphin. And the award winners, who are the backbone of the industry around Australia, were there to celebrate and receive their awards.
The Administration and Ancillary Services Award, Emma Carley, Star Thoroughbreds.
The winner of the dedication to breeding is Nari Gonzalez.
The winner is Hazel Furton.
So congratulations to Finn McCarthy.
Andrew James. The Dedication to Racing Award is to Trudy Clark.
Hazel Furtier.
It is so incredibly important for the racing and breeding industries to recognise and celebrate the dedicated individuals that work tirelessly to improve aftercare outcomes for retired racehorses, and in turn play a critical role in ensuring the sustainability of the sport that we all love. So without further ado, the winner of the Thoroughbred Care and Welfare Award is Nicole Mutimer.
Well, congratulations winning the Thoroughbred Care and Welfare Award at the Australian Stud and Stable Staff Awards. It's incredible coming from the Northern Territory. It doesn't matter where you are in Australia, the aim is still the same, to look after these thoroughbreds after racing.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great tonight to see all the different sides of racing and to see, the trainers and the track work riders and the breeders and the level of love and dedication and commitment that goes into producing those horses. So then it's fantastic to be on the other end of it, where we obviously have an obligation to be able to ensure that those horses are then equally as cared for and loved in their career after racing. So it's nice to be able to sort of finish that story.
Well, tell me about the work you're doing in the Northern Territory, because obviously the Darwin Turf Club you're very much supported, but you're also supporting a lot of these horses and a lot of riders. I mean, they're great, aren't they, thoroughbreds, to teach another generation about riding and about the racing industry.
Yes, so Thoroughbred Racing NT has got some great initiatives going in the Northern Territory to help support retraining and rehoming horses off the track, and obviously supporting competition. It is definitely fueling that demand for off the track horses, which is great from our end of things because we need more people to take those horses. So and then obviously where I come in is we do some retraining with horses, but also the education side of it to help educate people in how to get those horses from being race horses to competition horses.
It is a smaller jurisdiction, obviously the Northern Territory, but in reality it's a huge area that's covered. There are still large numbers of thoroughbreds involved in the racing industry up there.
Yes, so I travel all over the Northern Territory, including to Alice Springs. Alice Springs is a big thoroughbred town, so that's 1,500 k's from Darwin to Alice Springs. So There's a big area to cover. Lots of passionate thoroughbred owners all over the place. We see some horses that are, go out to cattle stations, and some of them are show jumping, and some of them are doing dressage, and so we sort of see all that diversity in the NT. What we like to do is, when we get those horses off the track, just find what their niche is. If their niche is to dressage, well, then we sort of, obviously train them in that field and rehome them to a rider that's doing dressage, or, some of them will be more suited to show jumping or show horse homes. So I think from my end of things is sort of identifying what that horse's, niche is, what he's good at, what he enjoys, and that's where we try and rehome them to those sort of riders.
How's the equestrian side as far as taking on these horses? Is it big enough to take on these thoroughbreds?
Yeah, look, Darwin's, it is like a big country town, and I think that's its appeal probably. Yep. And even in the equestrian community, everybody sort of knows everybody, which is nice. We probably don't have the number of riders to take all the horses that finish racing. I know that quite a few of them kind of get sent to South Australia to retrainers because we don't have the enough riders to take them locally. But we're definitely seeing more and more thoroughbreds in our competition scene, and there's definitely been a bit of talk amongst my riders. So the competition riders about Magic Millions and coming over to Queensland for some of those big thoroughbred titles. So there's definitely a bit of hype about those sort of events. It's nice now that there's a lot more support for that kind of thing, and support for people who are taking horses off the track, a lot of incentives for them to get further education and training with their horses. So I think it makes it much easier to dream big when there's a whole racing industry behind that now.